Hi, welcome to Jess Pinball. Today we're going to review Pin2DMD. It's a cheap alternative for a color DMD and great for replacing those old ones that are worn out. Okay, Pin2DMD, the cheap color DMD alternative. So I've got it installed across a number of my machines, and as you can see, there are some glitches with these. They are a very cheap alternative when compared to other color DMD solutions. However, the software is probably not up to the grade of some of the other brands and the more expensive brands. What you find is a lot of the scenes in some instances can be incomplete. There's still some work to be done. Now I guess the upside to this is you can actually program your own colors into the DMD using the Pin2DMD software. I haven't actually attempted that. I have looked into it, but it looks quite complex from my skill level. But as you can see here, it does show good color. The DMDs are adjustable to some level, so you can adjust brightness. If you get into the program, you can start to adjust some of the color sequences in the frames. Also, it's great for customizing because you can customize different colors for different scenes. The files are readily available on the internet, but I must say they're not available for all machines, and in some instances they're not complete. So this machine here is the Lethal Weapon 3, and in this instance this file is incomplete. So some of the scenes, especially when you get some of the bonuses, go back to a yellow color and don't show the colors. So the file for this one's okay. Not as good as some of the other models that you can get, and obviously not as good as the more expensive color options that are out there for DMDs. With regards to replacing an existing DMD or one that's no longer operational, these are a really good alternative to install because when they are cheap, they work off a low voltage. So if you've got a machine that's got some issues with a high voltage, again, some further upside to connect this into your low voltage. They are easy to install. I'm not going to do a demo on that one and leave that more to the people that actually install them or offer instructions on how to install them. So here I've got a Pin2DMD installed on the Flintstones pinball machine. And I have to say, out of the machines that I actually have these installed on, the Flintstones file is probably one of the more complete files, and it does run quite well. As I mentioned, you can adjust the brightness on these as well through the software by connecting your computer and using the Pin2DMD software. I've got a bit of light in the background, so it's a bit hard to see the true colours here. Might be a bit better there. But again, great. It does really brighten up a game. I believe it is worth the money. In Australia, these are about half the price of what you would pay for the more expensive brand. But again, you do need to keep in mind that it doesn't support all machines, and in some cases the files are incomplete. But again, a good option compared to the standard DMD. I'm trying to get a good picture of that. So again, it makes a big difference on the look and feel. Now, does it impact gameplay? Not really. But it's definitely a lot more sharper and fun to look at partway through a game and see those colours there, especially if you're in a particular scene or an action scene. It definitely does look a lot better. So what do I rate the Pin2DMD? Look, overall, I think it's, I'd probably call it out as a 3.5 out of 5. The reason being, one, that the files are sometimes incomplete, and I understand, and I'll probably get some comments around this, that I can actually go in and adjust those files myself. However, it's probably not my skill set, so I prefer to pay someone a fee for the file. But overall, I think it's a good upgrade. If you do have a DMD that has failed, I think it's a really good alternative option. It's great to plug into the low voltage rather than the high voltage circuits. And again, it adds a little bit more color and does add a little bit more value to your machine. So I think overall 3 out of 5. Not as sharp, not as vibrant as the more expensive items, or DMDs, but not a bad upgrade for the price. Hopefully that's helped with your selection regarding the Pin2DMD Color DMD. It's a good cheap option. It does have some downsides, but for me it's great for my budget. If you like the video, please hit the like button below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll have more videos soon. Bye.